YouTube might be lying and Sniperwolf is a massive scumbag. I know. What else is new? So as you probably know, recently Sniperwolf has been under a lot of fire due to the fact that she ended up pretty much doxing Jackfilms, showed up to his house, basically kind of threatened him, all because he was making videos criticizing the fact that she pretty much just steals content. And during this whole controversy, YouTube pretty much remained silent, even making this tweet that gained a lot of traction. Would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? And Twitter has to hit them with the community notes. For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber Sniperwolf who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform Jackfilms. And then there was some controversy with some people reaching out to like YouTube support asking if like Sniperwolf punished because of this, and it kind of seemed as if YouTube was changing its rules in favor of Sniperwolf. Now Jackfilms ended up making a response video to this whole thing, and he pretty much urges YouTube to remove Sniperwolf off the platform, claiming that obviously this whole ordeal has been very stressful for him and his wife. And well, it seems like YouTube listened, or maybe they didn't, as YouTube would respond to Jack's initial tweet by saying, confirming Sniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. And then again, they get hit with the community notes pretty much saying that like Jackfilms did nothing wrong here, he violated no policies, while Sniperwolf literally doxed him and steals content. And yet YouTube wants to say that behavior from both sides isn't what they want on YouTube. What did Jack do besides call out her scummy behavior? I mean, it kind of seems like to me YouTube supports content theft, because that's what Sniperwolf does, and that's what Jack was trying to bring awareness to. If she can sit there reacting to other people's content, what's wrong with Jack criticizing her? I've always found it weird that YouTube has this kind of aggression towards commentary channels. They really don't like us for whatever reason, and they've put in several new policy changes to, I guess, kind of police the type of content that we're allowed to make and stuff that we're allowed to say. They've done stuff like removing the dislikes and removing like live sub counters, because I guess they didn't like how when a YouTuber did some bad stuff, people would unsubscribe from them en masse, except the guy with the W tick as always. Wait, both sides? Criticism and parody are not the same as doxing. YouTube's about to drop your home address for the critique, Jack. Shit. I mean, yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on with YouTube here and how they have the audacity to say it's both sides. Anyway, after YouTube announced her channel's demonetization, finally, Sniperwolf would issue an apology, which, might I add, is a huge change of tone compared to when she was on Instagram, just kind of making light of the situation. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jackfilms, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jackfilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly. Oh my god, this is literally written by ChatGPT, isn't it? What normal human talks like this? Like, this is not how Sniperwolf talks. You honestly believe that she wrote this herself genuinely? I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. No, not the lapse in judgment. Oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks to Logan Paul's awful apology. Oh, it looks like I was right. The text is AI GPT generated. Now, despite YouTube demonetizing her channel, it appears that Sniperwolf has found a loophole to this, because her second channel still has monetization enabled. A user from the r/Jackfilms subreddit made note of how Sniperwolf is taking old videos from her main channel that is currently demonetized and putting them on a monetized alt channel. Do you think this is ban evading? Update: the video I posted showing that Sniperwolf was re-uploading her old content on a different channel is now demonetized. However, the rest of the channel is still monetized. I don't know what the heck YouTube is doing here. Like, there's been so many weird back and forth with this whole thing. It's pretty clear that YouTube wants to protect their golden child. Sniperwolf is probably one of the worst creators on the platform. I mean, she has over a decade now of just scummy, awful behavior, and she never changes. And I really hope people aren't fooled by her bullshit apology. And it just sucks that she only got a small slap on the wrist by YouTube. I will say, I will give a little bit of props because they did at least demonetize her. Honestly, I didn't think they would do that much. I mean, however, does it really mean much if she's just ban evading on a second channel? Anyway, since this whole thing has gone down, Jackfilms has been pretty much radio silent. And my few guesses is that maybe he's working on some sort of response to this whole thing, or YouTube reached out to him and told him to stop going after Sniperwolf, which is something that they've done in the past to Keemstar. They basically told him that if he didn't stop his feud with Ethan Klein, that they would ban him off the platform. And if that's the case here, which I wouldn't be surprised it is, given how YouTube was talking about how they're not a fan of how both sides have handled this, then that is extremely messed up, because like, Jack is the victim here. He is the one calling out this person for not only doxing him, but just being a scummy, awful creator all around. Anyway, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel.